Welcome to the Rocket City of Houston and Rice Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Rice Owls. Reese Davis, David Paul, again, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Guys?
We'll see how they react. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. We expect this guy to get it a lot. K.J. Edwards. Boy, are they excited about what he's going to bring to this running game. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Harvin. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He's got 43 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started. The Tigers are marching down the field. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on.
Makes the catch, and he's free.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, I really thought coming into this game, this running back might put up some big numbers, David, but he's now got already over 50 rushing yards in this game. It's ridiculous. They are gashing the defense. On that side of the ball, they've got to do a better job at the point of attack, staying in their gaps, and they got to start tackling somebody.
Well, and what's crazy is we talked to the defense coming into this game. What did the defense coordinator say? We got to stop the running game. They love to get him going early. Well, they didn't get the memo. Apparently, everybody not on board. This defense struggling to do the most important thing to start this football game.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rice Owls offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This guy will sneak around, not always in the spotlight, but he is somebody you have to deal with.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Look out! Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's West. Stopped right there.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sells to fake. Rushes on. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
Makes the grab in their space. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the 1st quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the 2nd. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking for a man. It's Harvin. Fires to the middle. Out wide right, it's Singleton. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Edwards. Nowhere to go. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys...
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Edwards.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moving the pocket, it's Harvin. Just gets rid of that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Back's got it on the screen. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that 1st down, and now they have a decision to make. Motion from the back. Got to make the play on 4th. Caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the offense believing in the true freshman? Down here in the red zone, giving him the football, man, I bet his heart is pounding. He's wanting to get in the end zone to get that 1st touchdown.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Got an alley. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down Rice. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Right side, it's West. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They've been completely lethargic in this 1st half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Pulls it on the option. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They boot it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Here on the Auburn sidelines, there are some really good things happening. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. In the backfield, it's Kane. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Harvin. Snags it. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Hands it off on the counter. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Firing deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, all over him immediately.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Off play action. They're all over him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Tigers sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Harvin. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. This one's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Finds his man. It's Singleton. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Left side is Edwards. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Searching for space. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Auburn sidelines, there is some really good things happening. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Looking downfield, it's Harvin. Going for it all. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that's really good by this offense, understanding exactly what you're getting. You're getting cover 2. Where is the weakness? That's what you need to figure out, where the weakness of defenses are. And in cover 2, you got that middle of the field safety and the corner that squats. Right there on the outside part of the field is where you want to attack. Nice execution.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage. Not
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Play action on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Could not make his way to the corner. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They're testing the right side here. They put the brakes on him.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Shakes a man, and he continues to fight for yards. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. And the Owls getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Working the ground game. Just smothered on the play. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Sets his feet. It's Harvin. Out wide right, it's Singleton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Here's some daylight. Enough to move the chains. Maybe a crease. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. What a play call there. Jesse, I fully expected them to throw.
You did, Reese. I did. Everybody in this stadium did. You know, the coaching staff did, too. Because of the defense they played, they were not expecting the offense to keep it on the ground, but kudos to them. They got fooled, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Got his man. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Right at the line. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 2nd and long here. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Auburn sidelines, there is some really good things happening. As we told you before the game, this freshman running back in his first start had a huge opportunity today, and he has delivered. Late in this ball game, you have seen the productivity he's had, and he continues to grind out here. Every time he gets the ball, he's made something special happen. Continues to drive hard in his first start. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Running inside. It's Edwards. Jumped on top of the pile.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back. It's Harvin. Unloads it left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snapped on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. Wants to throw one first. Dumps it to the back. Right side, it's Edwards. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Some misdirection with the counter. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.